we're going to do a recap on new information that I found out about Naziah and this whole thing that I'm finding out that um, on one of the TikToks, I found out that supposedly, allegedly, the um, the guy Butts, Jarvis Butts, he actually had a child by his mother when he was 13 years old, and he didn't get a chance to do anything to her because they took that child. But if that is true, that his mama had a child by him, that's on a whole new level of sick and disgusting. Like, who does that? And to think about, they're saying it could be like 20 women that he had kids by, and the fact that most of them had children and he was probably fooling with them too. That is just sick, you guys. Like, how can somebody do that? Like, let's unpack this. When you think about the mother, okay, you got the mother that would be messing with her own child. That in itself is just disgusting. But then here he catches a case of with two other girls, and that's when he did the 10 years supposedly. And when he got out, he met the auntie. And when he met the auntie, she was 19, so she knew. Okay. So the auntie knew that this man was a pedophile, and she said that he deserves another chance. And for her to say that, and then she had 5 children by him, and then you got your niece who the grandmother had custody of the thank you. The grandma had custody of um na what is it? Najaya. I'm gonna just say Nay. I don't want to mess up the baby name, but Nay was staying with, supposed to be under custody of the grandmama. Well, the grandmama had the daughter staying there, not Nay's mother, but her auntie. And so the auntie gets with this man, and she have these children. Well, they was allowing her to go to this man's shop and supposedly help him clean up. Well, this man having a full relationship with this child, and he had started grooming her since she was 11, and now she's 13, but she's been missing over a year now, and the child was pregnant at the time, and she would have been, if she's still living, but they're declared that she's not living, that she would have been 5 months pregnant. And the text messages just shows how he was so manipulative to this baby. Like, he sat up there, had that child thinking that they were in a relationship. She's talking about she's being faithful to him. Like, it was just horrific. Like, the stuff that he was telling this baby, and had her thinking like she should be his and his only. and and it's sad that, to me, that the auntie and the grandmama knew that this man was doing that to this child, and nobody stepped in to help her. And she was asking him to buy her female products and all that stuff. So it was like, man, this poor child was sitting up there getting groomed by somebody that was supposed to be like an uncle to her, and her auntie is still putting money on this man books. Like, how can you be that sick in the head? Like, it's just unreal. And Sammy, whoever you are, go clean yours, baby, because there's nothing wrong with mine. But I just think about, Yes, kids need to be protective at all costs. Like I was looking at this thing this morning where this autistic little boy, had it not been somebody that was sitting in on the class, this man just grabs this child up by his shirt and yanks him around, and the baby can't even talk. He's autistic where he can't talk. So this man sitting up there snatching him around. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry, Sammy. I thought you were saying clean my hair. I'm sitting up there focusing on this story. I'm sorry, but thank you so much. Um, but they had the man snatch this baby around. Like, this the thing, when you have children nowadays, you got to be so leery about, even in the school system, what people are doing to your children when you're not around. And it makes you think that all schools need to have cameras in them so that we can be able to monitor and see what people are doing on a day-to-day basis. And when I think about this poor baby, Nay, where this is her own people allowing this child to get done like this, and they're thinking that he tried to do an abortion on this child, and it went wrong, and he had to kill her. See, that's the crazy stuff. We got a guy in Mississippi that just got sentenced to 20 years because he was around there giving out snacks to the children on the playground. And then they went and checked inside of his car. He had a pen that wasn't a pen, it was a camera. And when they looked at the footage, he had been having the pen up under these little girl dresses, taking pictures and stuff. So it's not even safe to have your children on these playgrounds. And this area that this man was doing that in, this is like Madison and Richland. If you know Mississippi, those are our kind of like elite places. Like, you don't see that type of stuff being reported. So for that to be going on there, it's like it can go on anywhere. Yeah, like you got to protect these kids because there's so much stuff going on. Like, I remember when I was like in second grade, and I'm 41 years old. Um and we could walk up and down the streets and stuff. Now, you don't trust no child going. It was just reported. I don't know what state this was in. I forgot. Was it Virginia? Somewhere where it was some snow at. Because I remember the clip was talking about they mistake this little girl for another person, saying that she had carjacked somebody. Like, it ain't even just you have to worry about individual. You got to worry about the police now doing this to your children. I'm doing good. How about yourself? Thank you. But it's not anymore where you can say the children safe with people or the police, because they had put this baby in handcuffs because they said she fit the description of somebody that they was looking for. And then when another deputy pulled up, they looked at the picture and looked at the child, and they was like, no, that's not the same person. Like, it was, to me, racist, but it was also disturbing because now you done traumatized that child. Now she's gonna be worried about if she go out the house with somebody to stop her trying to put her in handcuffs because they fit the description. Like, these police need to get this stuff right. Don't make it harder on these children that they already have to go through stuff, but to accidentally mistake her for somebody else and then you traumatize her by putting her in handcuffs. It just don't make any sense. And it's sad when I think about this story with this baby Nay, that so many people failed her. And for that auntie, I think she should go to jail too. There's no way she should be allowed to just be left out of this because she wasn't the one that took the child. Because to me, she was the cause of this child going through this, and the fact that now she's dead because y'all ain't checking this girl. Y'all don't know that she's pregnant. Like, so y'all not buying her tampons or pads or anything to know that her cycle was gone. Like, that type of stuff you don't ignore. Like, there's no way I got a 17-year-old and I don't know when she her cycle is not on or when she needs sanitary napkins. Yep, it is. The government has, to me, too much control when it comes to us. And the fact that so many people fail this baby is just, it's just mind-boggling, because now here's, it was other children that he was doing like this. Like, them saying he had been out. Okay, he's 41 and he got out when he was 20 something. So all them years he's had time to make someone his victim, and he preyed on women that had children so that he could do that same thing to them. Baby, no, I'm not a single mother. I have a husband. So no. Wrong narrative, wrong person. Good day. But it's just sad that this child probably would have been better off being in the system with a foster parent than being with her own people, because for her own people to allow this man to do her like that, and now it's too late. Like, y'all saw the signs and you just ignored it and just let that baby go through all that hardship. And this man, when I say he was manipulating this child, he was manipulating her, because when they was reading off the text sound like something that a grown person would be texting each other. And this child was 11 years old. And this man is sitting up there mind controlling her, telling her where to go, and that her body is all of his. And it was just, it was horrific. It was triggering, because if you sitting there listening to that and you have a child, you think about somebody could be doing your child like that. I know that judge was trying to hold back on not getting crazy, but she went through each person that had got up on that stand and been a witness, and she talked about each one of them and their part that they played in it. And when she called that man a monster, it was like, yeah, that's what you are, a monster. And you to prey on that baby like that, you already got all these women and you fooling with her auntie. Why a baby that you would be that sick in the head to do something like that? And I was like, man. And you think about people have fetish for little children and all that stuff. I don't even think they should let people just sit up in jail like that and accumulate our tax money and all that. No, they don't deserve to live, because now here, all this gonna be a cycle for the next one to do that, because they like, oh, I can just go to jail for a couple of years and I can get out. No, don't let them out. Don't let people like that be able to do somebody else like that, because when he did that to those two girls the first time, they shouldn't have never let him out. Let him stay up in there, because giving him a second chance, look what didn't happen. Now you got somebody dead. Blacks complain. Let me help you get on off of here, because I don't know what your problem is, but we don't do negativity on this channel, baby. Find you somebody else to agitate. But it's just amazing how all this stuff is unraveling, and people just have no regard for people's life, and especially children. You know, it just comes upon a time where you scared to even have children, because look at this world. It's so crazy, and people do and everything now with no regrets and just no compassion or love for people. But either way it go, you have to stay prayed up, and you have to pray over your children and keep them aware. Go through drills with them and let them know that they can come and tell you when stuff is going wrong, because I wish that child had a reached out to the school system or other people around her to tell them what was going on with her, because maybe, it wouldn't have turned out the way it turned out. But I say, anybody that has kids on here, talk to your kids. Make sure they know what is appropriate, what is inappropriate, who they can trust, and make them feel like they can come and tell you anything. Because when you got a child that was in her situation, where you got adults that's allowing things like that to happen to her, there was no love there. There was no trust there. She found love through this man who was a pedophile and was just a monster. And it's sad that that baby had to endure that for those years. And it just goes to make you wonder, how did the family treat her if he was able to do that to her? How did the rest of the family treat her? Like, did they, be mean to this child? And I believe that auntie was. When I was listening to how she testified and her interviews and stuff, she had a lot of animosity for that baby, and because of her baby daddy fooling with this child. Like, you sick in the head. Like, literally, you got to be sick in the head to have animosity with a child that you are allowing this man to do this to. And then she had 5 kids, and the youngest was 1. So that make you think, was he doing that to his own children? Because they interviewed one of his older children, and he had got out of jail, and that child was 8 years old. He violated that child the same day that he met her. That's how disgusting this man is. Like, nobody was an exception to his demise. Like, he did not care nothing about that. Was his child, and he's gonna protect that child. No, nobody was safe around him. And it's just sad that it came to somebody dying for attention to be brought about this. And I don't think his intentions probably was to kill her. He was trying to abort the baby, and stuff didn't work out the way it did, and now this baby is dead. And they say he threw her in a landfill. And it's just awful. Like, how this man do this baby like that? Like, he don't they don't need to do him no sit on no death row. Just go on, do the death penalty, and call it a day. It'll be better off for everybody, because if he ever gets out, he gonna turn around and do something even worse. They should not let this man see the light of day or any type of freedom. And then for the auntie to be putting money on this man books, and he done killed your niece, been sexually assaulting your niece. They need to send her to jail right along with him. They don't even need to let him be able to, her to be able to have access to life either, because she don't care. To me, all of them, the grandmama, the auntie, anybody that knew what was going on and they did not speak out for this child, they need to go to jail, because they just as wrong as him, because you okay with it. It's just sad, y'all. It's sad. But I sure appreciate you guys for coming on this road with me. I am my watch hours is getting on up there. So I thank y'all so much for helping me get back to being monetized, because that's why I'm doing these lives, 30 minutes, 30 days, to get back monetized. So I'm hoping even before 30 days that I get back monetized. So if y'all would go binge watch some of my other content so I can get back monetized, I would greatly appreciate it. And also anybody that has a YouTube channel, make sure y'all putting y'all YouTube handles up under my other videos, and I'm gonna come follow y'all. I want to give y'all back the same support that y'all have given me. So definitely, if you have a YouTube channel, put your handle up under my other videos, and I'll go watch some of your videos and subscribe. So I try to give back to the people that have given me their time and their engagement. I really appreciate you guys. And tomorrow, I'm not sure what time I'm gonna come on tomorrow, because Friday is usually my runaround days. My daughter, I plan on taking her to get her license tomorrow. So prayers that she get her license on the first try, and we're gonna get that situated. And I do have an update as far as my building. It's gonna be a mixture. I've been doing it day by day. Like the last couple of days, it's been about different topics, news and stuff that's coming up. But I'm gonna do business some days. Family content. I know people been wanting to meet my family, so I probably do one of them where I may do that tomorrow. Y'all get to meet some of my sisters for the first time, because it's four of us, and one of them actually stays in Texas, but she's down here right now after my mama had her mini stroke. So I'll probably let y'all get to meet some of my family on tomorrow, and maybe do a Q&A. We'll see. But my main thing that goes on in my channel is family. Me and my family, we are fun, fun, fun. You never know what you're gonna get. Thank you. I really appreciate it, honey. But I am a black owned Western boot CEO. I have my own boot store here in Mississippi. I currently closed my last building because the landlord wanted to do something else with the building. So I talked with my new landlord, and he said he should have the building ready by the end of this month. So y'all will get to see that content um, as far as me moving into the new spot and decorating it and getting back on track. Cause it seemed funny not going into my business every day, because that's what I'm used to doing, is doing new content in the store. But now since I don't have my building, I've got everything in storage. I'm still working online. I still ship out orders. So if you need anything Western, you can always check out my website. My link is in my bio, and I try to carry mostly everything Western. We got to get some more clothes in there. I didn't want to do a big haul again until I got in a new building, but I got some items coming in tomorrow, and I probably, now that I may end up having to do two lives tomorrow, because I got boots coming in, and so y'all can meet my family. So I probably split it up and do two lives on tomorrow, so that y'all can see both content. But I thank y'all so much for tuning in. It really means so much to me. If you hadn't already, I'm on TikTok and Facebook, Life with Gina Lee. And then my business one is MCD Boots. And I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. So y'all can always go check out some of those videos as well if y'all on TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook. It just be so much trying to get all the content in, and not repeating the same stuff. So It's a lot being a content creator. It's not as easy as you think. It's like having a whole nother job, and especially with editing and all of that stuff. Hey, so my hat goes out to people that do content full time because it's a job, literally a job. And with me having to work full time and having a business and having my family, it can be overwhelming. But we're gonna ride this to the wheels fall out because I'm really trying to be full time with my own business and content creating where I don't have to work at a job because I think I do better doing this and work doing my business than going clocking into somebody and it's taking up all my time and I don't be happy. So, and see, I work from home, but now they want us to come back into the office, and I'm just not for going to commute every day. Like that's for the birds. Like I can't stand having to get up, get dressed, and dress up basically. Dress up to go to work. Like I don't want to do that no more. I have did that for over 30 something years. No, 20 something years. I started work when I was 16. So, and I'm 41 now. Man, I'll be 42 this year, and it don't even seem like time is just flying by. Even when I think about my baby is a junior, and this year, this fall, she'll be a senior. It's like all I have my son left, and my daughter, I know she's gonna go to Mississippi State. So not having her here it's probably gonna hit me hard next year. Yeah, next year it's gonna hit me hard that my baby won't be with me. And me and her, we can sometimes when I say love each other down, then on other times I be like, little girl, but it's gonna be it's probably gonna be hard on me and her daddy because her daddy and her have gotten real close, and so him not having her here is gonna be, I think it's gonna he gonna act try to act hard, but it's gonna bother him because it's definitely gonna bother me. And my son, he's more of a mama's boy. Now he's been staying at my mom's house since she had a mini stroke, and he's been with her. And she said he'll come up in there and get in the bed with her, or he'll just come over there and check on her, be like, "Grandma, you okay?" And she'd be like, "Yeah, I'm good," and he'll just come hug her and stuff. And she said that's the thing that keep her going. That he's so attentive to her, and it's crazy because when he was a toddler, my baby went full with my mama. Like he'll speak to her, but as far as want to stay with her or be up under her, no. It was not until he got older that he just got real attached to my mom, and he'd be like, "I'm gonna stay over here with grandma because I don't want her to be here by herself." So stuff like that warms my heart because I'm a real family oriented person. So being close to my family and making sure they good has always been something that stuck with me. And so my children do the same thing when it comes to my family. They real close to them and try to make sure they okay. So now my daughter, she gonna come home with me every time, but my son, he want to make sure his grandma okay, and she like, well, don't make him, go, and you just come in the morning and pick him up and take him to school. And so that's usually what I do, is just go over there, pick him up in the morning, and take him on to school, and then come back and get online. But I'm just thankful my children want to look out for my parents like how I look out for my parents. because not everybody can say that their children or their grandchildren want to spend time with them. So if you got people, spend time with them, because you never know when that person last day is going to be, or when you'll be able to see them again, because so many people thought they had time and they didn't. And I know that firsthand with a cousin that I was real close with. He was like a brother, because I don't have any brothers, I have nothing but sisters. And his mama had 4 boys and my mama had 4 girls, so we was all kind of connected with each other through age. And so he had got bone cancer, and I was putting off going to see him before he passed. And I was supposed to go that day, and I end up didn't go, and I went to a game, and he passed. And that like haunt me now, that I wish I had have went up there and seen him before he passed. But um I would have dreams about him, of him coming back telling me he okay and all of that. So it's like that would ease my mind. But I said, if I'm ever in that situation again where somebody is sick, because like my little sister stayed going in at the hospital because she's a diabetic and got gastropresi, however you say it. She got stomach issues, and so every time she go to the hospital, I usually make it my business to go up there and see her, because of what happened to him. I be so scared that the time that I don't go see that person and they've been in the hospital, that it's gonna haunt me that I never see that person again. And I despise going to funerals. And the reason why, I'm gonna tell y'all, the reason why I despise going to funeral, besides don't want to see nobody dead, but I had a bad experience where my aunt had died, and her granddaughter is like a year under me, and she wanted me to sit on the front row with her, because she didn't want to be up there by herself. But I was already hesitant, because I'm like, I don't want to be up there, and I don't want to have to sit up there and see my auntie body sitting up there. But I went on, sat up there, and they told us, don't y'all get up yet. We gonna usher y'all around when it's time for y'all to come see the body. Well, I had my mind made up that I wasn't gonna go up there and see her body, because I had already experienced that when she passed away. Well, the funeral people pushed the casket over there in front of us. Man, I went up under that seat like a chicken. I went down, and my cousin them hurry up and grab me. I was fainting, because I'm like, here I already had a picture of her when she passed away, but they gonna push the casket right there in front of my face. Man, I went down. I went down like a chicken, and they had to take me to the back and give me some water, and I was just mad. So it was like, since then I ain't been wanting to go nobody funeral. I don't want to see nobody body. So when I go have gone to funerals, I sit in the back. You're not putting me up at the front, because I don't want to see nobody body, because I be dreaming about these people when I've been and seen something like that. I don't want to see them like that. It just scary. It that traumatized me. So that's why I don't be want to go nobody funeral, or won't see nobody dead body. No, I be dreaming about that person. But I thank you guys for tuning in, listening, and I'm gonna have more shenanigans for y'all on tomorrow. So I probably post what time I'm gonna go live tomorrow, but I know as soon as the FedEx person drops off the packages, I'm gonna definitely go live so that y'all can see the styles that I got in. I got quite a